Hi everybody. In our last session, we learned to create various highlights in the eyes. In this class, we're going to retouch the face. Let's do this. The first thing I want to do is have an even skin tone on her face. Look, her forehead is lighter compared with the lower part of the face. For that, I'm going to grab a tone curve, fix a midpoint, and raise it. Let it be very bright. Holding Command+I or Control+I on PC. I'm on the mask now. It's highlighted. The Command+I or Control-I on PC keys invert the mask. It will be black, and you won't see the curve effect. Next, I take the brush. Here I have it set to white color and 0 hardness. It is the first brush, round and soft, the standard type. Let's make it bigger. Like this. Set flow to 3%. You can have a bigger brush too. Sometimes when you draw, not all areas will be the same. To make it even, let's set the flow to 100% and make our brush a little bigger. And begin to draw. When you finish, adjust the brightness with the curve. I want more of the lighter tones, and I'll leave the dark ones where they are. You can get the digital value from here. Next, reduce the flow to 15% and maybe add more light in some places. Or maybe darken a little around the face contour. Okay, awesome. Next step. I take another curve. Make it lighter again. You can even raise this point a little higher. And once again, hold Command+I or Control+I on PC. This eye is bright more or less, but this one is dark. I make the flow smaller, like 4%, and start drawing. I'm drawing the eye itself. There's a little shadow right here. Let's reduce it a bit. We want to make sure that this eye has similar lighting tones like this one. That's why it is necessary to brighten it up. Make it all a little brighter. Good. Now let's take the black brush and draw some shadows, but not too many. We don't want anyone to notice your edits. Something like that. We are now ready to retouch the face, and we will do it with light and shadows. First, we're going to clean up this unevenness and these baggy areas under the eyes. We will get rid of these bags, these shadows, and we'll make some freckles more pronounced. We'll add more volume to the lips, highlights to the nose. What we need is a pattern of light and shadow. Our shadows will be passing through here and here. We'll have some shadows here and here and here as well. Here we'll have some light. Over here we'll have light. And here as well. Here we'll have light on the lips. And maybe some over here. But for the cheekbones, shadow. Alright. Also, right here, we'll have light. So our light and shadow pattern will look something like this. We'll add some to the eyes, highlights, and everything else. Let's make 2 curves. This method is called dodge and burn. We raise one curve in the lighter tones section. Call it lights. Hold Command+I or Control+I on PC. Now create a second curve and lower its darker tones. We'll call it blacks. Hold Command+I or Control+I on PC. Let's work with the lighter tones first. I'm going to take this brush, set the hardness to 0. I'll adjust the size as I go with the square brackets on my keyboard. Select the color white over here and begin to draw. The goal is to even out the skin tone. It doesn't happen fast, so I'll speed up the video a little bit, stopping on the important stuff. If the brush parameters are too great, reduce the opacity. I am brightening up the dark tones while constantly adjusting opacity and brush size. Here I'm going over the contours of the nose and also the eyes. You can add volume to the lips with light alone. Now, switch to the black brush and tone it down a bit. I'm taking the white brush again and adding a little more volume. Let's see what our mask looks like. That's how we had it, and that's how it is now. We can work on it a bit more. Next, let's bring out the shadows over here near the eyes, on the nose, make some of the freckles darker too. And there you have it. I think you now get the principle of dodge and burn, which is brightening shadows and darkening highlights. Let's zoom out and move all these layers to a folder I called Face. Take another look at before and after. All we did is played with light and dark tones on our model's face. Now we just need to adjust the overall color. Select the light curve layer. If I go into the blue channel and pull over here, the whites become a little purple. I want to make them a little bit yellow, just ever so slightly, and maybe add a bit of red. Yellow plus red gives us orange. Something like this. Perfect. We come to the end of this lesson. In the next class, we'll be working with the background of our picture. Until then.